Hello!
Welcome.
To the cosmic ocean. Where have you been?
Hi. Where have I been? All over the world. Traveling the world. I was in Egypt.
Wow!
Yeah. I was gone for quite a while. I guess almost 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks. I went to Egypt. We went with my spiritual group, and I just went to all these ancient sites and ancient places and temples, and it was just amazing. Mm-hmm. I guess there's no words to describe. It's just beautiful.
Just a feeling.
When one of the big things our tour guide was always telling us is like, we don't visit these places just to see them, right? We visit these places to remember where we came from, to remember who we are. So that was just
That's very beautiful. And also, that's been a theme. In one of my clients' readings, I heard it, I said it, and then I was watching a TikTok and they said it. Basically, this understanding, and two, we talked about it here in the kitchen, just showing you how it's been a theme. Mm-hmm. That it's when you say it's about remembering, it's literally about remembering. The way that our body holds all these experiences, trauma, but memories.
And our body remembers because our DNA.
Because of our DNA.
Our DNA,
and our cells, boy.
Our cells, our soul.
Everything, every part of us.
Everything. Water. We were just talking about water. Mm-hmm. How water
holds memory.
Water holds memory.
We did talk about it, but I think before you left a while ago.
Yeah. No? I don't remember, but how water holds memory. And so so everything in our body already knows. We just have to remember.
And that's why we're so on your ass about, not your ass, but their ass, about connecting with your body. Yeah. Because if you aren't connected to your body, how do you expect to feel, understand, translate what your spirit is going through when you go to these sacred spaces?
Oh my God. And and like for me, it was I prepared spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and intellectually. You prepared with me on that. Yeah. I started working out, changing my eating habits, and really preparing because I didn't want to be walking around, because we walked a lot. Physically we walked a lot, and we were doing so much that I didn't want to be exhausted. I didn't want to be like, oh my God, I'm tired, and not being able to enjoy because I'm tired. So I wanted to prepare my physical body for that journey. Emotionally, I prepared, leaving you guys, doing all that, being gone, not being in my space. So I prepared for that with my meditations, with yoga, with being in uncomfortable situations. So I started doing hot yoga just for this trip, and I just loved it. And I love it, so I'm going to keep doing that. But just being in that hot space where I was so uncomfortable, that just really helped me kind of
You were regulating your nervous system.
Yes. Yeah, that's another thing, regulating our nervous system. And then
that's been a pattern
that we've been talking about. And then also intellectually, so Nayeli and I, we went to classes since January, so 8 months of classes to prepare us for everything that we were going to see. 8 months. Once a month we went with my teacher and my group that's going, and we just talked about, every class we would talk about something different about all the Egyptian gods, about the temples, the sites that we were going to visit. That way when we were there, we didn't have to learn so much about it. We could just integrate,
enjoy it,
and just process. And I think for me, just that helped so much because our tour guide was amazing, and he gave us so much information on top of everything. But just being able to listen to that, but then also just to be, just to sit and be with all of these sites, this energy, these sacred places. So in one of the temples, it was in Osiris's temple. That already is we're thinking pre-flood. Pre-flood is about 10,000 years ago, right? So an old temple. Or was it Osiris? No, it was Sekhmet. I think it was Sekhmet. One of the temples, it had these pillars at the bottom of the floor, and our guide was telling us how those pillars are the top of another temple. So that temple was sitting on top of another temple. So this ancient temple was sitting on another, even more ancient temple. So can you imagine how sacred and all the stuff that temple has seen and been through? So anyway, so me and another woman, we stood on the pillars, and we were just joking about how, oh God, I don't know where we went.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly, all of that is a fucking portal.
Yeah. So they're saying, historically or archaeologically, whatever, that they've done like x-rays and stuff, so there is another temple below that. It's Sekhmet's temple. But they don't want to tear that down because they want to tear her temple down. Or Hathor. I'm going to look up my notes and then we'll put it at the bottom of the thing. I don't remember.
And these are all different Egyptian gods that you're naming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. So we went to all the major, so we went to Osiris's temple. We went to Isis, Sekhmet, Sobek, Hathor, and then we went to all the different sites.
So they kind of have a hierarchy.
Yes.
Osiris is. Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, you can talk about it, and then I'll.
So Osiris is, out of all of them that you named,
Horus.
It's the I think. Oh, you didn't say Horus. Is the main one? Well, is what like the father figure, I guess.
Can I tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay. So told us the story, and we kind of learned this, but this story just kind of made it to stick in my head. So Ra is like the god, the main god. He came from the nothingness, and Ra created all the gods. So he sent down, and they were all in heaven or in their divine dimension, whatever. And then he sent down to earth, to this earth.
Divine dimension. I like that.
That's a good one, huh? Then it was Osiris and Isis and Seth and his wife, and I don't remember her name right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And they came down.
They were also all like earth, fire, air, water, right?
Yes. And all the 4 elements.
Do you remember which is which? I don't remember. We're just giving you a little recap so you understand, but we're not teaching it.
We're not teaching, right? We need to. I have to look at my notes. If you want a video, we can make a video about it. But
yeah,
I'm not prepared for that today.
Me neither.
So, but anyway, so the point is that Ra made Osiris the king. The king, Seth, was not happy, and so then Seth decided to kill Osiris. And long story short, he made like this coffin. One of the stories. So this is very also really interesting, and I want you guys to always remember is there's always all these stories. So don't take anything at 100% truth.
Yeah. You
always have to question everything.
And it's so funny because I feel like we say the same thing, but in different perspective, in like a different way. Because I say, well, just believe it. Believe every story.
Okay, we just say it different.
Same, you know
right, you say believe all of them, and I just say don't believe them. Don't believe it at 100% all.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We always say separate. Anyway, so then they made a coffin. Long story short, only Osiris fit in the coffin. He put Osiris in the coffin, chopped him up to pieces, and then floated him down the Nile. And then, what does that story remind you of? 2 brothers fighting each other.
Ooh.
And one brother kills the other brother.
Oh my God, hold on.
Huh.
Oh my God. Cain and Abel.
Yes. Cain and Abel. So then he stops at one, there's the tree of life.
Cain and Abel from Catholicism.
Yes.
Or Christianity.
Both.
Christianity.
So then he ended up being at the coffin. Okay, in the coffin in the Nile, stopped by wherever he ended up, it was like a big tree grew there, tree of life.
Ooh.
Osiris then was, weeping for him, found him, put him back together.
Weeping for him?
His wife was, Isis. His wife Isis put him back together, and he was dead, and he came back to life.
Oh my God, hold on.
What does that remind you of?
Halloween?
Yes. Mike Myers, or what is his?
Frankenstein.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Yes, because he was resurrected. Mm-hmm. He came back. Then they had. Oh, and then this is another story. He didn't have his. They call him his phallus, his penis. They can't say that, his phallus. So then
you can't say that on the podcast.
Okay, delete it. So he didn't have his phallus, and so then he couldn't make a baby. But Isis, Immaculate Conception, got pregnant.
Oh my God!
What does that sound like?
Brujeria.
Right? Oh, total brujeria. And then she has this beautiful baby, immaculate conception. It's Horus.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Another
Horus.
Jesus Christ.
Another Jesus Christ. So then Horus is the son of these two, and they believe that Horus then is he's the one that's compared to Jesus Christ. He's the one that's most compared to because of his birth. Osiris, then the original god, the dad, decides, you know what? I don't want to live here. I can't handle all this human. I can't handle all this fighting. I'm leaving. So he ascends into the heavens.
Jesus Christ. Another
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And that's why, too, even in this story, there's multiple Jesus Christs.
Yeah. Yeah. God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And so then Horus then becomes full of rage and he wants revenge with Seth. And so because of that, then Horus loses this part of his divinity because he
has rage.
Yeah, he
anger,
gets so
bitter.
angry and then he ends up marrying Hathor, which Hathor, or his consort, Hathor is the god of love and motherhood, and so brings all this beauty into his life that he needs because he kind of lost that part. Yeah, so he lost like that connection to divinity because,
Of his humanity?
His humanity, yeah. Because of his humanity. Dun, dun, dun. So I visited all.
So moral of the story with Hathor is don't allow your emotions to control you. Because then you lose your divinity.
No, with Horus.
With Horus. Yeah.
But then Horus also, he's just amazing because of this, because he lost this divinity. He's like, man, I just want this connection again. I want this connection. How do I find it? How do I connect again? And really interesting, another little fact is that nowhere in any of the hieroglyphics in any of the temples does it say that Horus killed Seth. They may allude to Seth is gone, but it doesn't say that they killed because the Egyptians did not believe in that. They didn't like that violence, right? So then there's nowhere in any of the hieroglyphics that talks about that. So did he? We don't know.
Maybe not, because if he wanted to change himself.
Right. So then because of that, because he lost that divinity, then in the temple of Horus, there is a recipe for the 21 oils, aromatherapy, perfumes, and essential oils. So the reason he has these and he made these recipes is so that he can balance his chakras. So he can connect chakras. So he can connect it back to his divinity. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful.
Amazing.
He is us.
Yeah. And I just like, wow. Yeah, and then Thoth, because he's another version of Thoth. Thoth is the one who like protected us and took care of us and who brought back that knowledge and who made sure that we were able to survive in this, so it all kind of makes sense.
Bro.
You see all the little, they leave us all these little breadcrumbs.
But then too, what I'm thinking is, remember when we learned about the names, all the different names?
Yes.
That's how I understand the stories. Like, that's why it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, and then Osiris, and then Obatala, and don't believe all of them, or believe all of them. They're just different names, but it's all the same thing. It's all teaching the same thing.
They're like different manifestations.
Yeah. That's
what Robbie would always tell us. It's different manifestation of the same person. So it's like when the happy Fatima, the mad Fatima, the angry Fatima, the motherhood Fatima, the professional Fatima, so it's like all the different manifestations of myself.
Yeah. And then you can understand that too in this life, in all different lives, in this reality, in all different realities. But like, we have to deconstruct all these like fine cut lines and boxes that we categorize things in, because that's not what it is.
Right.
It's like everywhere. It's everything. And that's what makes it so fucking weird.
Yeah, and that's why for us, it's so much easier for me now to understand, because I'm not trying to categorize and I'm not trying to put it in this linear perspective. Okay. Right? But I think that when they first taught us this, I was like, what the hell? Because our brains are so colonized to think like this and this and this equals this, right? So for us to think about all this stuff put together, we can't even conceptualize. We can't be like, so just to think that Osiris,
but we can, but
right,
so conditioned.
Right. Eventually, we'll get there, and
we have to remember how to.
We have to remember.
We go back to the beginning. It's how we were not born like that. Well, I mean ourselves.
ourselves. So
Our
we were born
DNA.
like that. We were born like that, but as we were conditioned, as we were taught in this world, as we went through all this trauma, then it changed it's our lens, right? Our lens got cloudy and foggy and all messed up.
Well, too, but then we go back to, it's more than our lenses. It is our body. That's why we have to regulate our nervous system. That's why it's like once you've finished your shit, you're still dealing with it. And it's like, whose shit am I dealing with?
Oh my God. And see,
Grandma!
and that's why... And that's why Horus had all these oils and stuff to regulate the nervous system, to heal, so we can connect to that divinity. One of the temples in Luxor, the Luxor temple, it's believed to be that on the full moon or a certain time, I don't remember exactly, but you go there and all the 21 chakras are balanced during that time. So you just go when you walk into every single spot, and and if you believe, it will happen.
It will happen.
So it's all about
believe.
It's all about that. It's all about if you believe.
If you have
so
faith.
If you walk in and you're like, oh, this isn't true, whatever, then nothing's gonna happen. Yeah. But if you walk in there with all the faith that, oh my God, I'm gonna be healed, my chakras are gonna be aligned.
And that too. Well, there's so much that I wanted to comment on, but really quickly, having faith, that is like the foundation of Christianity.
Yes.
Just have faith. Just believe. Or maybe all religions.
All religions. All spirituality.
Just have faith. But it's for real though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you believe it, like I remember I processed the shit that I had to process with my cold sore. I did. So that I think helped too a lot.
So Nayeli got a cold sore.
I got a cold sore.
And then I was like, oh my God, I haven't got one forever. What is it? So then she just kept, whining about it. And I was like, so...
Well, hold on. Getting cold sores is very triggering for me. Because since I was little, always, like, got them. It was always. A very habitual thing. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think habitual is the right word.
No,
it was a very
recurring
thing.
And who else in your family gets them?
My grandma.
And so then when she got it this couple days ago, she was like, oh
I hadn't gotten it in so long. It had almost been a year.
Oh my God, so long. And she was like, oh my God, me and Grandma, I got the bad genes, blah, blah, blah. And so I just listened, and I was like, I know we talked about this in my class with my teacher.
That's not how it happened. I was just bitching about it. And Mom was like on her phone, doing whatever she was doing. Or I think in between my bitching, she was telling me about Egypt. And then I was like, wait, so hold on. What's the spiritual meaning behind this? And then
I think I
brought it up. I brought it up.
No, I said, wait, I wonder what the emotional...
I brought it up. I literally said that. Not emotional. I said spiritual.
Okay.
Or symbolism.
But I brought up in class.
Yeah, I think Mom did.
I did.
Yeah, I remember her talking about it.
Yeah.
I read it in class.
Yeah. Yes. Because you were too busy stuck on the physical.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God.
I really don't remember that at all. Okay, sorry. Anyways.
That's okay. It's your truth. That's your truth.
Damn, that's fucked because it's not real.
You see? And we were both there. So anyway. So then I brought it up.
Are you sure? Are you
okay,
sure?
okay.
Was it like a...
No. Because you were stuck on the physical part.
I swear, because I asked you, what's the symbolism behind it?
After the fact. Because you were stuck on that, and I was like, let me see I wonder what the emotional part is, because I remember talking about it, and then you were like, oh my God. Okay, so then I looked it up. Go ahead.
Well, no, keep going.
Okay, so then I looked it up, and it was like feelings of like you were repulsed, that you were disgusted, and I was like, and so
and also mean,
and that you were being really mean.
I don't know if it was like really mean,
but that she was being mean. So just like all that feeling of like disgust, right? And it makes sense because it shows up and it's just like what, and it comes out all disgusting and gross. But it wasn't that gross actually.
It was just a dot.
It was a dot. And then I was reading this to her, and her face
changed. I was like,
dropped.
Oh my God. I was a bitch and I was disgusted. Like I could remember specific. So I went out on Friday and woke up with it on Saturday, and I was telling my mom about it on Saturday. So when she told me, I literally connected every emotion, to every experience. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
But thank God you did, because then after that, I processed why, and then 2, you healed it.
Yeah.
And I believed that 100%.
Yeah.
And it went away.
And it
was just, it stayed a little dumb.
But it was that whole that you processed it.
Well, I think it was all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
That has been such a theme for me lately, is how it's never just one thing.
True.
We talk about good and bad and how that's not real.
Right.
But it's also,
we were just talking about that yesterday.
Were we?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, very, very briefly.
That it's not that. Yeah, that it's not. Nothing is good or bad. Everything's balanced. Everything is
right, right. And 2, when we look at how we're all connected, it can't just be one thing.
It can't.
It's so many. It's layered on top of each other.
Yes.
Anyways, so that has been a theme for me. Okay, going back to the oils. That is so insane. Like, Horace knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
Because those smells, I remember in one of the podcasts you talked about it. I think it was like the Getting to Know Me or Who Am I Am part 1. You talk about how you smelled copal for the first time, and
it took me somewhere, but I didn't realize at that point, right? Because it was just like the start of my journey, but it just opened up a whole new world.
It literally, what is it called? Activated your nervous system, your spirit. It shook you to your core. Like, it awoke you.
Yeah.
It awoke something within you.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
The power of smells. So when that moment, it wasn't just like, oh, because I think in the first podcast you explained how it just reminded you of, it just felt so familiar. And then now we dive into it, and it's like, yeah, I felt familiar, but it's also, you were like, your spirit was activated. Some part of that
cells,
parallel life was activated through your cells.
They remembered.
They remembered, because too, we have to remember that we're not just talking about ancestors that, like 3-4 generations in. We're talking about
ancient beings.
Which then, when you put it in that perspective, it's like everybody at that point.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're literally all connected.
Yeah. When I went in, I'll talk about the oils in a little bit, but we went into this perfume oil shop where they use these recipes, and it's been handed down all these families and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when he's this spiritual guide master, he sat us down, and the first thing he told us, and he just was, welcome home. And we were like,
and words activate you to, damn, that's so beautiful. But then again, we go back to one of the things, the main thing that we're always talking about, which is
do your work,
which is
your shadow work,
which is
go to therapy.
Connecting with your body.
Yes.
Like, it was not that hard. Just go retrace or conversation. When did we talk about therapy in this podcast?
I don't know. I thought in general we're always talking about shadow work.
Always, yeah.
But yes. So then, okay. Anything else you want to add? What other comment did you have?
That was it, I think.
Okay. Interrupt me anytime.
I will.
Because we have a lot to say. Okay, so I think one of the things, like, I personally, I always like the oils, but I didn't I just always thought, oh yeah, they smell nice, and let's play around with them. The essential oils, aromatherapy, all of that. But I never connected the dots until now about what a tool, what a medicine they are, and how, oh my gosh, how they can heal, how they can activate, how they can help us remember. And so it's just, for me, that just clicked, and I was like, damn, that was huge. The power that they have. Yeah. And like we were discussing, especially if we believe. So we went to,
and then combining it with word.
Yes.
And then combine it with word.
And you, oh my god, it's just amazing. Yeah. So that's why, like, when you do like when I do limpias and stuff, I'll use the egg, and I'll use some flowers, and then I'll use like the smoke and the copal, and so it's like, it's all the senses. touch, smell, you hear, and then you feel. It just, damn, just
it's
beautiful.
all the senses.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's whole.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow. That's just kind of like, it makes me a little sad not being able to work one-on-one with my clients in person.
Oh, don't worry, you will be able to.
Because I feel like that would be really beautiful.
Yeah, you will. You'll be able to, and then I think the ones that are in, and then eventually, people can fly in, or you can start going out. Have little meetups, and to work.
I don't know about meetups.
You're right. It's because it's Sacred Space Spies. You guys can fly in to meet us.
But like I
Just
can
yes.
one day just fly out there for the one-on-one, not necessarily like meetups. You know
Oh yeah. Now okay, let me change the wording. You can offer stuff.
What is it called?
Retreat.
No, I can offer in-home sessions.
Yeah. And you already started your traveling altar.
Hell yeah! I am my altar. On top of that.
Yeah. Okay. So then we went to this place where they have been there for centuries. Well, maybe a couple, because what happened is during when the Egyptians got conquest originally by the Greeks, then the Romans.
Cleopatra was Greek.
Yeah. Then the Romans. That's where Alexander came in. Which he still loved the culture and he accepted it, but then once he was gone, they stopped it and banished all Egyptian culture. And then came the British, and then came the Arabs, who have been there, I believe, 900 years. And so all of that has been, removed, no practice. So during that time, all the Egyptians lost all their contact to the oils, to all of that. They weren't allowed to practice, they weren't anything. So then now this shop that we went to has been there. I don't remember. He said his dad for sure, and maybe the grandpa as well. So maybe 200 years, 200-300 years, I believe he said. And so they're using all the ancient recipes, and to make their oils.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it was just beautiful to be there to smell them. I bought some, and we were smelling them the other day, and Nayeli was just
having a little moment, having multiple moments.
Multiple moments. So he was saying that his family was one of the ones that were one of the three kings that went down to give baby Jesus, their gifts, which was actually oils, myrrh, frankincense, and golden water. And so it wasn't actually gold, right? It was the golden water oils, and the golden water smells
so beautiful. I can't even just thinking about it, I'm like, oh my god. When I smelled them, specifically, also the rose oil, so beautiful. Those scents are so
amazing. They're amazing.
I don't even know how to explain it to you, honestly. It's heavy, but not heavy in the sense of
they're super activating.
they're really strong.
They're really
super
so
activating.
we don't, it's not even a drop. It's we pull out the stopper, and it has a little stick in it, and just rub the little stick, it's not even a drop. And it is so powerful.
So powerful. Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah. So that first day we tried all 15 oils, because it's all the chakras, the lower chakras, and the base 7 chakras, and then the other 7 chakras. So it was 15 plus an extra one, so it was 15 oils. Woo! We were gone.
Hell yeah.
We were gone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what does gone look like, by the way? Because you've mentioned that a few times, and it's how can I explain it to me so that when I go through it, I can recognize it. You know what I mean?
So when I say gone, it's like seconds, right? You're just seconds where just for that moment, you leave, you go somewhere, your spiritual body, and it can be seconds, it can be minutes, and then you don't even know what the hell happened, and you just come back. That's how I feel it. It's just, you travel, you go somewhere instantly, but then you're back, and then when you come back, you're just where am I?
Yes.
I don't know. For me, it's very physical. Like I feel, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Explain gone. What do you?
Okay. Yes, it is very physical too. But then on top of the physical part and the spiritual part, because your spirit leaves, then it's like, okay, what is my mind showing me? Because my spirit is still connected and I can still see it. You know. So it's in those moments that when I smelled the frankincense first, actually, I was on live, right? And it was like a holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Did you just see like desert?
No. First of all, it goes through layers. Right?
So then the other, what Nael is talking about, I also stopped at a spice shop and I bought some frankincense.
Yes.
And this frankincense is real frankincense. And what the shop...
Real frankincense.
Because what he was saying, that what they sell us here in the U.S. as frankincense is myrrh. So then he sold us this other stuff in frankincense, and it smells different. It smells like sweet. It's just
Lola's
amazing.
like, it's like marshmallow.
Oh. So it smells completely different. And the myrrh smells so different.
Bro.
So anyway, so we burned some on her live for the first time, and whoo.
Yeah, okay. So the first time I smelled it, that was my first sense, right? It was the smell. And so that activated all these, like, it like unlocked all these memories. And it goes, and then when I say layers, I mean layers. And then when I mean layers, I don't want you to think linearly, like, okay, this is, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like layers as in different lives, layers as in different realities, but at the same time it's this reality, but at the same time it has nothing to do with this reality.
You explain it so well, see?
What the fuck? Huh?
You explain it so well, see?
Thank you. Well, that's not me. Ashe. And then it was like I felt young. I am young. I felt little. I felt like not necessarily a baby, but like a toddler. Like Patricia. Like I felt so little, and it's what I know it had nothing to do with this life because I've never smelled that before.
Never.
But I felt like I was in this body. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then I just like memories of infancy. That's what I told you, right? It's just like me being just, I don't know, just doing things but feeling young. I don't know, because again, seconds, and I didn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
And then when we were. So again, seconds. The first thing that was triggered was my smell. My body left, but I was still watching, right? And I was aware of what I was watching, and then I came back super quick. And then I did kept feeling the pull, and I think that's when it was the desert, honestly. I kept feeling the pull, but I was like, I'm alive. I cannot be doing that right now. I cannot be doing that right now. And then we were sitting down over here, and you were telling me about what the gold water or golden water?
Gold water.
Gold water. You were telling me what the gold water was. And then I smelled it, and I was like, yeah. That's right. That is very, very right. And then you mentioned, what did you say? You said something about me being Jesus, and I was like, yeah. You're right. Well, not in the, when I say me being Jesus, I'm not saying like me being
the ascended master, but
right, just like we're all Jesus, you know, but that smell really connected me to that. Like an instant connection. You know what, Mom? When I was talking to Dad, I think I was talking to Dad about it. I don't know. I think so. And he's like, was it my dad? Yeah, he's so funny. I think he forgets that I grew up playing Assassin's Creed. Like, I know that game in and out. Okay, I fucking know that game like the back of my hand.
You too would play. Well, he would play nonstop.
He would play nonstop, and then because of my trauma, that's the only thing that reminded me of my dad. So I played it nonstop. That's like the only game I've ever played. Well, not true, but anyways, he was telling me about it.
And then when we got the Xbox that one time, what game did you buy? Assassin's
Creed. Specifically Brotherhood with Ezio. I love that game, okay? I fucking love that game. I played it for years and I still have not been able to finish it ever.
Oh my god. Did he finish?
He finished.
Oh my god.
He finished and then he even kept playing so he can finish 100% because in the game there's still like little tasks that you have to do to finish it 100%. Yeah. Anyways, it's a good ass game, okay? It's a good ass game. So we were talking about it, and he was like, "You know that game?" I was like, "What do you mean? You know that? Of course I know that game."
What do you mean?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, but then he goes, "Yeah, isn't it?" I don't know what he was saying, like what exactly he said, but basically what I heard in my head. Because apparently that's what I fucking do. I only hear what I hear. Like, what the fuck?
Your truth.
I do that a lot, actually. I'm like, I don't know exactly, but this is what I heard.
And then you're like...
Anyways, you right. He said...
You heard.
What I heard was, isn't it interesting that, or isn't it funny that in Ezio, in the Assassin's Creed, Ezio, it starts off with this man. So it says, Desmond became tired of living in hiding and aspired to pursue his own dreams. Using the minimal training of assassin skills he had obtained from his father, Desmond fled from the assassin compound he had grown up in and managed to travel from South Dakota to New York City, where he found employment as a bartender. Desmond was kidnapped and incarcerated by some Abstergo Industries, a Templar organization, and forced into a machine called the Animus to relive the genetic memories of his ancestors.
Damn. Ooh, that is crazy. Damn.
Mom, I grew up playing this motherfucking game, and look at what we do.
That is crazy.
And he's like, isn't that crazy? And I was like,
oh my god.
I totally forgot about that part of the game.
I didn't know that. That's what he was doing.
What do you mean you didn't know? You didn't know?
I didn't know that it was that he was reliving his ancestor stuff.
Ezio's his ancestor.
Damn. That's cool.
Isn't it the most badass shit ever?
Damn.
And like the whole game is set up to like, you go, if you want to go to the maps, you hit the maps, but like the background is like DNA. And then I just like, it's like so crazy. I love this shit. Okay, anyways, let's go buy an Xbox today. And then it gets even more
you
insane.
guys can use that sala right here.
Oh hell yeah.
That big old TV.
Hell yeah, you wanna go halvesies?
That big old TV that nobody uses?
We need sillones down there. Maybe we can put these down there.
Yeah, we just have to finish training Rayo.
Okay.
Before we get something new.
It gets even more insane. So, this man of his ancestor, Altier, but then Ezio, because I play the one with Ezio. Their aim is to acquire a detailed map of the pieces of Eden spread across the world, the earth, and it's literally this ball. Catholicism, Christianity.
Oh.
They're combining it.
Eden. Oh.
Pieces of Eden. Oh, it's so crazy because I remember in the game too, like they're looking at symbols and they have to decipher what they are, what they mean. Damn. And then when they do that, then it unlocks a piece of memory that connects him to Adam and Eve.
Oh my god. How old were you when you were playing this?
I was like, I remember watching Dad play this at the trailer. Yeah. I was a 5th grader.
So, yeah, Lola was... So you're like 3? Damn.
And this is based in Italy. That's why I love Italy.
You were
so
less
much.
than 5th grade. You were like 2nd grade.
Maybe.
Because then 7, 8, 9, 10. You were 10 years old. How old?
Yeah, like 4th grade.
It's the Apple of Eden. That's what it is.
Damn.
Which is located in a vault underneath the Colosseum. Did they just fucking... Did they just tell me? That's the whole point of the game, is to find it. That shit was right under my nose the whole fucking time.
And you never found it?
No, because I never finished it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and in the game too, we're done. I'll finish. In the game too, I'm sending this to me. Hold on.
In the game.
I forgot what I was saying. I totally spaced.
In the game too.
No, I forgot.
Damn. That was a crazy game.
Beautiful, beautiful game.
Beautiful.
So yeah, the cells.
Did they remember?
The memories. They remember everything.
That
all the
is
way
such a
back to
crazy
Adam and
game.
Eve.
That is such a crazy game.
It's so real though.
And Adam and Eve is like, who really was Adam and Eve?
Exactly. And then look at all the beings that you have to get
Osiris
to.
and Isis.
Osiris and
No.
Isis. I mean, technically.
It was Atom. Adam.
Ra.
Adam.
Adam. It was Adam.
Oh. Oh my god.
It was Adam, Ra, Osiris, and it was everything though, because when we go back to it's everything.
That's everything. Damn.
So that's why it's very important to regulate your nervous system too.
Yeah.
And so basically, that's what we were talking about. That's how you leave, right?
Oh, that's what we were. Yeah.
It's when you sit and you think about those. That's what Desmond was doing out here on that chair. He was literally like holding on to those moments and then.
I wonder,
going.
did he remember after?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's because they had a whole machine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it gets crazier too because it was like they did it in this lab, but then he runs away and he goes to Italy and he goes to Ezio's where Ezio grew up.
Oh my god.
So like imagine,
oh.
and he's like in a catacomb doing the chair thing. It's just insane.
Oh.
And it's so crazy too because the people who are hunting him were the people who were hunting Ezio.
Damn.
And it was like the Templar, aren't they the Romans?
The Templar are the Christians who, when they wanted to, what is the, like the colonizers, right? That they just wanted, it was only Christianity, so they were killing everybody else.
It's insane, bro. You need to watch it. You need to play it. It's really cool. I really love it. This is why I love it. Oh man, and it's like my body remembers that. My mom, like, no, hold on. Dead ass. Maybe not remembers that, but my spirit when I was little said, "This game is real." My little traumatized because I was going through trauma at that point. Like I had no longer. And two, Dad played this game with. So this game has been very prominent.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He was probably like what, 13, 14? He was in high school.
Damn.
14. Wow.
So this game has been all around a long time.
Wow.
You look at the symbols.
Wow. The signs.
The signs.
The synchronicity.
The synchronicities.
Damn.
Like deadass, let's go buy it right now.
Oh my
That's so, I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm not
Really?
even gonna lie. I've been thinking about it a lot, but I've been thinking about it just like, damn, I want to play. Not realizing
Ooh.
all these things. And then Dad brought it up.
And we could totally set up a stand over there, downstairs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then get some cute little gamer couch. No, we'll get these down there.
Yeah, well, I'll think all of it.
Yeah.
These are such nice colors. Like, I really vibe with them.
Do you realize that these colors of the house are of our house in Brighton?
OMG, it is. Damn, we didn't even paint it, huh? It just came like that.
Wait, bro, because the trauma.
Yeah, our house.
Take
it was
me to
like
therapy. Take me to therapy.
that. I know, and you picked them.
I know, that's why I'm saying take me to therapy.
You didn't notice?
No!
That was the thing. I was like, damn, Nayeli has her deep-rooted trauma and doesn't even know. Yeah, because this is the living room. This one with the
Change
green.
it. Change it right now. Change it
This
right now.
this is like the opening color, like the
Yeah.
entryway.
Yeah. And then that wall
But
where
not
our
the
TV,
red.
and where our TV was.
Yeah.
Where our TV was red?
Yeah, it was this color.
Yeah. And then this one was like the hallway over there.
Yeah. And the kitchen was green.
Yeah.
And then this kitchen is green.
Damn.
That's so fucked up.
I know.
That is so
This child is fucking with my
No, I'm not the only one. I chose them.
Yeah.
But I'm not the only one. Come on. We all
agreed, right? But I didn't notice. I think so. It was painted, and I was like, damn.
I never noticed.
I was like, damn.
I never noticed. I'm noticing right now, and I'm uncomfortable.
Really? You were so comfortable before.
Because I didn't recognize that it was a house.
Did your dad notice?
I don't know.
Don't say anything. Well.
We'll take it off.
Oh. Well, you can leave it. It's funny. Oh, you guys decide. Isn't that crazy? I cannot believe you didn't notice.
No, all I noticed was Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't like that at all.
But this right now is fine. It's not that Christmassy. The Christmas downstairs.
And we painted it.
Yeah.
Right? Damn, that's insane. What a fucking trip.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny though? Because right after that house too, you kept saying like, talking about the cells. I did this without even fucking thinking about it.
Yeah. That's why I brought it out. You were comfortable there. You were. It was. You were comfortable. Yes, it was nice.
Yeah, but I'm just
it was a happy time. Anyway, so.
I'm in shock.
It's crazy, huh?
Processing.
So there's more. I guess we can I'll elaborate more on my trip and stuff as we go in and decide on podcasts, or I'll be posting on my TikToks. And I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to be home. So grateful to be home.
I'm so happy that you're home too.
I know. It was hard. It's a beautiful, magical, life-changing trip, and just so much processing in DNA and the body just trying to catch up, and physically just like the walking, the no sleep. Oh, and glad to say my physical work to prepare, I did it.
Get it.
I was tired, but it wasn't like I was able to do it and not be so focused on, oh my god, I'm tired.
Yeah, because that was a big thing. It was yes, it was because you were tired, but it was also like your body would ache or you would cough, or so you overcame a lot of obstacles.
A lot of obstacles, and I think you would say you were a little worried about me traveling alone, huh?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm just so. It's not that I'm high maintenance. I'm just really delicada.
Yeah.
Everything bothers me. I guess I get car sick. I get seasick. I get everything sick. Anxious. And no, I did a 24-hour flight. I was fine. I didn't throw up. I got there. I was in vans. I was in boats. I was in little boats. I don't know what they call them. And then I was in a big boat, and I was fine. Yeah. I did really well.
That was really, really good. What do you think that was? That like emotional? You dealt with it's all of it.
Yeah, I just processed. I felt and like there was a huge one of the things I realized was big. I was on my way home. Our flight to leave to Cairo was delayed. And
yeah, you left during Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
Mercury or the shadow period, and then it hit when you were coming back.
So it was Mercury retrograde when I was coming back, and then our flight. I was in the plane an hour and a half before we left. There was some issues, and then we finally left. I had a 2-hour connection in London. I was like, I'll be fine. Nope, I missed my flight. They didn't let me through security, so I was losing my mind because all I wanted to do was be home, get home. That's all I wanted. So then I was in line. I was talking to these other women. I calmed down a little, but I was just like so frustrated. And then finally, I was like, you know what? What did I learn? Didn't I learn anything in this whole trip? So I was like, I am one of my big things and big big themes that came up was attachment, right? So I was like, I'm not gonna attach myself to getting home today. Fine. I was like, I'm gonna get home, and I'm gonna get home. It's gonna work the way it has to work. Fine, guys, do what you gotta do. I'll be fine. I know I'll get home eventually, right? And so then I did that while I was at the counter talking to the guy, and then he was like, oh, he had found me a flight, and I was gonna go here, and then whatever, and then Denver. And then he's like, oh, actually, there's a direct flight to Denver that leaves in about an hour and a half, and you'll just make it through security and be there, like, you'll make it right on time. And I was like, yes! So I got a direct flight from London to Denver.
Te salió better.
Better. The seat sucked, but it was way better. way better.
So better, especially because too, it took you like fucking 3 hours to get through security or customs or whatever when you got here.
Oh my god!
So imagine she originally was gonna get here at 8, so I wouldn't have been able to pick you up until what, like fucking
11:30, yeah. So yeah, so I was just happy that I got in finally, even better. But I just realized, and that was a huge theme, and that's something I worked through everything. It's just losing those attachments and not being attached to, oh my god, it's gonna be like this. Oh my god, this is what's gonna happen. You know, just going with the flow and not. And one of the huge lessons also was like we had everything planned, and they would tell us like the at dinner they would tell us our plan for the next day, and so we didn't know what's going on. So just huge was just being able to go with the flow and just enjoy and not have to worry about anything, having no control, Yeah, so it's just amazing.
Which is scary in our normal life, but well, when you look at it through everything you went through in the airplane, yes, it is detaching, but it's also changing your perspective because you could have continued to stay in that shitty mood, seeing everything as a problem. Yeah. But then, and whatever, it would have been a horrible experience. But now, when you look back at it and you look at how everything in that moment looked like it was going to shit, actually. Was making room to get you you in a better position. A better position, yeah. So it's just and direct, no other flight, no. Yes, it was so good. And I was even able to get a gluten-free meal. Where, on the airplane?
Yeah.
Get it!
So then you have to order it. So I ordered it on the other flight. But on this flight, since I was a new one, I didn't order it. And then plus I couldn't order it for the other flight either because I had shitty service.
Oh, shit.
So I wasn't able to order it.
Or what do you mean you had shitty service and order it?
Like, so you have to, so because it's an over a 9-hour flight, they give you a meal. But you have to go into special whatever and let them know that I need a gluten-free meal.
Oh, okay.
And so then I couldn't do it anyway for this flight because,
For which flight?
From the London to Dallas, because I didn't have service. It was a mess. I couldn't log into the airline. So whatever. So I just didn't do it. So then for this new one, I told them, and the lady was just giving me you need to order it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, fine, whatever. And then she came back, I found one.
I was like, nice. After she gave you
a little lecture, I'm like, I know. Okay. Whatever you find. Can I have a Coke?
Can I have a Coke, please, ma'am?
Can I have a Coke? Please. All right. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
That was good. All right, guys. So follow me to, I'll be posting my journey.
I totally forgot about the entrance.
Hija del Maíz with an E at the end. TikTok and Instagram. And the lovely Nayeli. Her website is thenayarea.com. You can book her.
Yes.
For readings.
And it's in my link tree under readings. I go live. And my handle is @thenay_area on all platforms. But I do want to say that here in Denver, Colorado, we reside on the unceded land of the Cheyenne and Arapaho peoples, amongst many, many other people.
And also, I provide healing work and I do limpias, but they're only in person. So if you're in Colorado, hit me up.
Yeah. Get it. She heals with her hands. She healed my cold sore.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
And then I'm okay.
I'm being dead ass.
Huh? What?
Okay. Anyways, is that it?
That's it.
Okay,
Bye.
cool. Bye. Ashe.